All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're going to be talking about these XOP folding step climbing sticks. Okay, these are like the original style Lone Wolf sticks that I know and love so much that I have here. Well, this is XOP's version. And I had them send me these along with a Rubicon stand because I want to actually put together a video on, more affordable stuff that's out there that's still top shelf. And this is one of those kind of things, are these sticks. Now, these have a lot of advantages over something like this, but now there's a reason that these are still my favorite. Okay, they're lightweight. I love these. These are amazing sticks. But these right here, figuring that these are coming in at 99 bucks for a 3-pack, they got a lot of benefits over the original Lone Wolf or the Novik sticks, and they put those into them. A couple cons, but so many benefits as well too for a lot of people. Now, see, these you can only buy in a 4-pack now. Those you can get in a 3-pack, but these you get in a 4-pack for $270. Okay, these you get a 3-pack for 99 bucks. There's a lot of advantages to these. Now, again, I love my Novik sticks, but we're going to set these aside. Actually, before we do, I want a couple things I wanted to mention here where I got this table set up like it is. You can see how much they stack just a little bit taller in this kind of a position. They're a little bit taller up. That's because of the extra length of the standoffs on here, which we'll cover as a benefit. But if you were to carry them this way, you can see they're just a little taller. I would never carry them this way. I always carry mine like I show in other videos on my swim noodle side by side. But let's take these out of the equation here for a minute. Let's put all this stuff where I can get to it here. Hang on. Let's throw this here. I got stuff all over. I got parts and pieces and stuff coming everywhere. Let's stick these back on the table. Let's take one of these, put that right there, put that there. All right, now when we look at this, let's look at the straps. Here is a Lone Wolf strap off of my Noviks or Lone Wolf cape. Right here, if we take it to the end of the table and fold it back, it goes to there. Here's one of the aftermarket ones that I bought. I got from Beast, actually. Right there, goes to here. So that's our length of those. Look at the length of strap they give you on the XOP. This is the XOP. Look at how long these straps are for that stick. That's pretty amazing. That is incredible. Yes, it's a little more to have to deal with here strap-wise that you got to pack up. You know, I mean, there's a lot of strap here, but getting around bigger trees, that is an absolute beautiful thing to have that extra strap there. So that is a great feature. Now, I want to show you on here. So when we open this up, pop one of these off, let's set it aside. I'm going to move all these now out of the way for right now so we keep the table clear. And then we're going to go out and put this on a tree in a minute. But so let's look at one of these here. Let's take and compare this one to this one. Now I want you to see on here, look at how far they stand off, okay? When we set them side by side, which we'll do here by getting them together, look at the height of that standoff on here. See how much further down that standoff comes? Okay, that's going to get your foot further away from the tree and give you more purchase on the step. Also, let's look at the step as well too. Look at the size difference between those steps, the length of those steps. Okay, I mean, you can see that right there. That's tremendous. Also note that these steps angle upward. These ones run flush. So when you see that, you're seeing there's a lot more purchase on here, and you get a lot more distance from the tree in that standoff, which is going to be beneficial to you and offer a lot more comfort. So there's a lot of benefit to these. They do lock together. I'm not really a super big fan of this because I would never carry them this way, but if you were, they have this bolt on here that you can basically set this right on here, and it's pretty quiet to pack these up. Take one, you set it down, okay, take your next one, put it right on there, and then you twist this and it locks it. Take this one, put it right on there, line that up. Fits in there, you twist that, and it locks it. And now you have 3 sets of sticks locked together and taken care of, and you're set. There's your 3 sticks right there. So it's a nice system, compact, it's quiet, it doesn't go anywhere if you were to carry it this way. I'm not a fan of carrying it this way, but it would also be very easy to do that, and then just take a piece of paracord loop or a piece of fabric, throw it right over here, right over the back end, and carry them right on your side. Still carrying your pack and your stand on your back, but you could carry these right on your side, wiggle them through anywhere. So for the money, these are very, very hard to beat. Now, they are a little bit heavier. I'll put the specs here, but I think they're about 3 pounds per stick versus 2.5 pounds or 2.3 or something per stick on these with the straps. I figure you're about 2.5 pounds and a little over 3 pounds. So let's say you're 1 pound. Let's just say you're a pound different. So you're going to be 3 pounds heavier for this setup than carrying 3 of these sticks. That is the only downside there is. These are definitely, this is a lighter stick. There's no doubt about it. It is lighter. Now these got a pretty good amount of pivot point on these to run down there. I actually don't like that because I would never hang on a stand where it does that. So I got to constantly straighten them back out and push them, lift them if it turns and push them. So I don't like that that turns as far as these do on there to follow the grain. These ones here, and now on the XOP, we have, when we pull this apart, we have a little bit of flex here too, and about the right amount, just enough to actually walk the tree and follow it down. So I like that factor, okay? And I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with that setup. And they got kind of an indent, detent, right there where it centers out, okay? It's got this, you can feel it as I turn this, click, it sets for perfect, and then it'll go that way if it needs to, but click, it's got it. So it's got some really nice features in here. And like I said, I am a big fan of this clamped together, but I'd never use it how I would carry them. However, the steps are fantastic that are on these things. We're going to go put it on a tree and talk more about that. But for $100 for a set of 3, it's amazing. And you're looking at 3, so for 3 of them, you're looking at 9 pounds for 3 versus 7.5 pounds for 3 of these is basically where you're coming in. You're like 9.5 pounds for 3 of these or something, and you're 7.5 pounds for 3 of these. So, you can't really argue with the setup on them. And the size, when you put them in comparison-wise, and we stand this next to a Lone Wolf or a Novix one, okay, you can see that there's just a smidge difference in bar height on these. Now, these are both supposed to be 32s, but you can see that there's actually about an inch longer for the XOPs, and that's going to give you more distance in your steps in here, too. So it's kind of, you know, you're gaining a little bit more to this than what you're getting out of here. What do they actually measure at? I am now curious to see where we come in at. Let's grab a tape here. And see, so the Lone Wolf ones, or the Novix, I should say, they're called Novix now. Novix comes in at exactly a 32-inch bar. And these are coming in at, these XOPs are coming in at 34 inches with the plastic. So you're actually gaining 2 more inches per stick. So that's kind of nice. That's going to get you up another, you know, it's going to get you up there, you know, another, you know, half a foot or foot tall higher in a tree. So like I said, and for the money, for $100, $100, impressive. Let's go put it on a tree side by side. We'll compare this one with that one, but we'll go put these on a tree for you to take a look at. We'll grab one of these that's got a strap on it, and we'll grab this one with a strap, and let's go hang them and test them. All right, so now we got it on a tree here. Pretty easy, sets like everything else. Put it on, tighten it down. Okay, there it is, wedged in, perfect. But you can see this massive distance we have in here comparatively. If we were to take and look at this, we were to just set this on here. Look at the difference in standoff depth, how far that is from the tree. Okay, that's pretty significant difference in here, and where that matters is your foot being able to get to on your foot to this step is tremendous. So we got quite a bit of difference in here between these two, and that's a good thing. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of confidence in this step. Okay, so when we step on this, I have a lot of room to get my foot in here. Watch how deep I can put my foot into this step. See that? That's a beautiful thing, and look at how far this step sticks out past my foot. That gives me all that extra purchase, a whole nother finger on there, and it tips up. So there's a lot of control on this stick. A lot of control on this. This is by far one of the most comfortable single step sticks that I've ever put my feet on. This is very solid, very comfortable. They're very easy to flip to either side that you need them on. And but that standoff distance from here to here, this is pretty dang phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie, pretty darn phenomenal. And the quality of this the purchase you get on that step and the grip texture that's on here, this is a pretty dang incredible step right here to be able to use. Not gonna lie, just I can't say enough good things about that. That is a beautiful feature. I love that you get just enough roll on there too, so it works out really good. And that you feel it. It's like I said, it's much more substantial, much more stable, and much more controlled. As you can see on here when we look at this close up, right here, massive difference. And again, I love my Novik sticks here, but you can see, look at that standoff distance and the width for that step, how far away that is from the tree when you put that here and you put that here. Okay, there they are lined up perfectly. Look at that difference in step, the width of the step, okay, the length of the step, the angle of the step, and the distance from the tree to the step because of the standoff. Beautifully done. But you can see where that extra weight comes in. Look at the size of this versus the size of this standoff. Look at the size of this step versus the size of this step. The thickness, the size. That's where that weight comes in. Look at the heft in your mounts right here. That is what is stopping this. Your stopping point mounts versus here is just a bolt. It's all Lone Wolf uses is a bolt that goes over and catches right into that round on there. That's all that's stopping. It only catches half the step right there, as you can see, where this thing is massive amount of control on there too. So when it comes to the performance of these steps, these sticks, these are amazing. They are absolutely incredible. The downside to them, they're not quite as lightweight. You know, you're talking, again, going for a 3-pack, you're about 7.5 pounds to about, you know, you're about 9.5 pounds. So you're about 2 pounds difference for a set of 3. 2.5 pounds, somewhere right in there. I do love the metal Versa button on there. That's a good, solid Versa button. I like the purchase of it. Fantastically done there. And I like the fact that it is a round Versa button. See, when I go to hang this stick, okay, if I want to hang this stick, let me make sure I can still see that in that frame. So, yeah, sorry, I'm going to back up just a smidge and make sure. Yes. So when I go to hang this stick, if I want to put this the other way, I should be able to roll that easy. Okay, roll it from one side to the other side that easy. Just roll it. On these stands like my Lone Wolf custom gear where that is square, once this starts getting formed to that, it's very hard to get it to actually spin on there. Mine sticks and jams and fights me all the time on my 1.0 stand. I love the ability for that to simply roll right around, come right around the step, lock that right into there, and boom, you're done. Tighten it up, push her down, and you are set, and that's it right there. So we're talking about quality on every kind of level with this stick. Very, very impressive stick. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about it, and for $100. Now, let's bring it back in the garage, talk some more about it. We'll be right back with you. So we're back in here now. We got this stick right here. So we take that stick, and again, same function, but remember, you just got such a long strap, which is a bonus. That's a huge thing in a lot of times. But we basically just fold that up. You can wrap it right around like this, bring it right up over to the Versa button, just like I do my sticks, and wrap this, hook it right back onto your Versa button. Now this one's a little tighter to get into because that step is so big, but there it is. Snug that up like that, and then you have your stick set. You can then just even wrap this around again and tuck the slack in if you want to, just to get rid of that slack factor on there. But there it is right there like that. That's how I would run these. And again, the stack capability of these, being able to take this stick and then take them and put them on here together, fold this open, put it on here quietly like that, drop it right in and close that, and lock them together. That is a nice feature to have this luxury. Now, I would not use that myself. Again, I would set them horizontally side by side, but it's nice to know that you can do that. And there's your sticks right there. So it is a great system. They are dead quiet. That is exactly, that's a beautiful setup. I would run mine on a swim noodle like I do all the time. So it would be like this, which is how I run my sticks. And I have not set this up for these particular ones yet, but what I do is I would not use this system there like that. I would instead take this, let's see how they're going to lay, and see if they're going to come in perfect. So I would actually take mine, and I would lay my sticks side by side, overlapping like this. Is that going to fit in there good? I'm checking because these offsets are different. Yep, like that. And then this one would go right into here, just like that. Are you going to fit in past there too? Let's see here. See, these standoffs are a little bigger, so I probably need a bigger swim noodle, but yeah, I would need got too much crap on the table. But I would need a bigger swim noodle because I am fighting on something. Oh, fighting that. There we go. Yeah, so, and I would have to put a swim noodle in here to seat that. But basically, that's how I would run mine, is that type of a setup. That's how I run my sticks. But as you can see, these work perfect for that too. They would settle right in there nice, and then strap down with a simple bungee strap right across there. 2 spots of bungee straps, but that's how I would personally run them on my stand. So who are these for? Okay, who should be buying these? When should you be getting these? What's the advantage to these over any other stick? Well, there is advantages. So when we think about that, if we compare that with one of these, with a Novik stick, okay, one of these on here, these are going to be lighter weight. Okay, they are lighter weight and simple as far as that goes. It's lighter weight. That's where your benefit comes in. And they've been around forever and proven. These have been around for many, many years and proven. Okay, they're very good. But these gain a little bit of lightweightness to them. What these gain for you is security. If somebody is new to tree stand hunting, or uncomfortable in trees, and you want a good quality step, this is a beautiful stick that does not break the bank. And I know that some people today, all the rage is double steps, okay? 2 steps on both sides, got to have steps on both sides. I understand why people want that, but again, there's times where, especially you're in pine trees and cedars and stuff like that, having singles where you can fit through there is a lot better. So there's a lot of, I'm a huge fan of single ones. Plus, you saw how compact we can pack those up like that on a stand. That's hard to do with double rungs poking out everywhere. So they compact up to a nice, beautiful side-by-side, mount it right on your stand like that, and they become a beautiful system. So I'm a huge fan of the single step sticks. These single stands or stick steps give you tremendous purchase, great standoff distance for comfort and security, and they're going to make you feel confident. These are overbuilt, well made, and they're just strong and tough, and that's what we love about them. You pay for that in a little bit of weight. If you make something stronger and tougher and bigger and more robust, you're going to spend more. You're going to have a weight deficit that's going to come into that. There's no two ways about it. Just is what it is. But they are a brilliant system on here as far as I'm concerned, and for the price of $100 for 3 of them, one of these is 90 bucks. Okay, one stick is 90 bucks here. Okay, if you buy them. I know I just bought a set of sticks, another set of Novik's ones right here we'll talk about. Okay, but these are $100 for one of these or $100 for 3 of these. So, and they will do, that stick will do everything that stick will do. And realistically, this one will probably do it better, but you're going to carry a little bit more weight, but I'll bet it'll do it better. So realistically, can't say a bad thing about these. I think these would be fantastic sticks, like I said, and especially, if you want to, even if you want to run something lighter, most of the year, but when you get into that colder weather where you're wearing big, heavy boots, things like that, you want that confidence, man, these are hard to beat for that. So very impressed with this simplicity of this stick, and I know we live in a time where everybody has to buy the $650 stands and $1,000 sticks because that's what you got to do, and you got to wear, Sitka and First Light and Kuiu and all this kind of crap to be somebody. But if you're not a keep up with the Joneses kind of guy, and you are looking for quality and affordable price that's going to have comfort, security, and keep you safe up there and do a good job and get you high, these are going to be the sticks that are going to do the job for you. And there's the only con, they're a little bit heavier than the Lone Wolf, but in all defense, in a full-size stick, this is one of the lightest that have ever been made in history, and it's very minimalist and small and tighter to the tree, where this one has a lot of those advantages upgraded for you. So there you go. That's my food for thought on these XOP sticks. I will have a link for them down below, but I can't say anything bad about them. I got a lot of, these are going to be very nice. And I got, Bella's going to be hunting this year with me sometimes too this year in the late season. Her husband Dylan might be, and it won't be long before my grandson Ronan's going to be out there hunting, and these are going to be gold for them because they are so much more comfortable, secure, and give you that peace of mind and that safety feeling as you're climbing a tree. Very incredible step. Very, very happy with them. So there you go. Comments, put them down below.